Good morning. My name is William Bessai-Saul. Some of you know me as Dr. Scrimgard. Today is May 28th, and this is the Pudcast, the show where I demonstrate and reveal my extensive collection of double bubble comics and explain to the uninformed listener why they are funny. Today is May 28th, issue number 2. The first panel shows several wild animals in the forest. A raccoon, that's important, remember the raccoon. A squirrel, what looks like a moose, I think, and a, what do you call those things? A cardinal, noticeable red bird, probably a cardinal. And what's intriguing about them is all the animals, as well as the background, excepting the cardinal, are blue, sort of fading into the background. They have these pink bubbles. They're all blowing bubbles. So this establishes some sort of incongruity. We know that wild animals do not normally blow bubbles, so this makes us curious as to why it is they are blowing bubbles, which, of course, in the second panel is satiated. Pud and Daisy are sitting in a car, both wearing bunny hugs. Pud still wearing his iconic hat. Daisy wearing what appears to be a bicycle helmet, though is probably a toque. And they're sitting in the car, seat belted in. They seem to be in the back seat, of course, as is appropriate for children. Wait, now that I see it, Daisy seems to be wearing a pink Santa hat. There's a little bit dangling out from behind. And so anyway, Pud is looking quite angry, and Daisy has this sort of smug look on her face as she too is blowing a bubble. And Pud says, "Quit feeding our bubblegum to the animals." And this implies that the reason that these animals have been blowing bubbles is because Daisy has been feeding bubblegum to them. And Pud saying, "Quit feeding our bubblegum," taking the possessive route rather than stop feeding simply bubblegum, indicates that Pud is not angry at Daisy for feeding bubblegum to animals in itself. The very act, though unnatural, he doesn't object to that. It is that it is his bubblegum that she is feeding them to, which is that these animals are getting bubblegum that he could have gotten. In other words, he is losing out on bubblegum. And this relates back to one of the central themes of Double Bubble, which is that bubblegum is the most desirable and competitive commodity in the world, and that people who blow bubblegum and who are good at blowing bubblegum are of a very desirable nature. Your double bubble fun fact is that fingernails grow 4 times faster than toenails. Well, isn't that interesting?